Good morning. I am Reggie, Associate Professor, Department of ECE. Today we are going to see about implementation of IoT with Raspberry Pi. Implementation of IoT with Raspberry Pi. On completion of this topic, students can able to understand how to implement an IoT with Raspberry Pi and what are the uses of Raspberry Pi. Implementation of IoT with Raspberry Pi. What is a Raspberry Pi? In short, it is RP Pi. It is a credit card size single board computer built by Raspberry Pi Foundation in association with Broadcom in the United Kingdom. Raspberry Pi also has the capacity to play video in high definition. It can run several versions of Linux and is to teach kids worldwide and how to program. In fact, that was one of the biggest reason why the idea of Raspberry Pi was conceived. But more than on that latter, in addition, it has input and output for sensor so that you can attach all sort of hardware to it. The general purpose input output GPIO pins on Raspberry Pi allow you to connect status light, switches, analog signal and more. You can use C++ or Python to control the board to sense or control device attached to it. Invented to simulate the teaching of basic computer science in school. Raspberry Pi has since then has been used in many applications including hobbies, project, hardware platform for electronic design, embedded device and robotics. How to create this IoT with Raspberry Pi? Internet of Things, creating an interactive environment. Network of devices connected together. Sensor, electronic equipment convert physical quantity into electrical signal. Can be analog or digital. Actuator, mechanical or electromechanical device convert energy into motion. Mainly used to provide controllable motion to other component. System overview. Sensor and actuator interfaced with Raspberry Pi. Read data from the sensor. Control the actuator according to the reading from the sensor. Connect the actuator to a device. Requirement DHT sensor, 4.7 kilo ohm resistor, relay, jumper wire, Raspberry Pi mini fan. DHT sensor, digital humidity and temperature sensor, pin 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right. Pin 1 to 3.3 volt, 5 volt power supply. Pin 2 data, pin 3 null, pin 4 ground. Relay, mechanical electromagnetic switch, 3 terminal output, normal open, common, normal close. Temperature dependent auto coding system. Sensor interface with Raspberry Pi. Connect pin 1 of DHT sensor to 3.3 volt of Raspberry Pi. Connect pin 2 of DHT sensor to any input pin of Raspberry Pi. Connect pin of 4 of DHT sensor to the ground pin of Raspberry Pi. Relay interface with Raspberry Pi. Connect the VCC pin of relay to 5 volt pin of Raspberry Pi. Connect the ground pin of relay to the ground pin of Raspberry Pi. Connect the input output pin of relay to the assigned output pin of Raspberry Pi. Adafruit provide a library to work with DH22 sensor. Raspberry Pi computer features a set of general purpose provide connection to external electronic devices and therefore development of IoT solution. These GPIO general purpose input output pin can be connected to external sensor through the jumper wire or a ribbon. These subsequently connect the Pi to the breadboard, a solderless plug and play board electronic board, enable various application. So this Raspberry Pi is mainly used in most of the application. One such application of Raspberry Pi IoT server. With a built-in quad-core processor, Raspberry Pi can serve as internet gateway for IoT devices. Say Sanan Malhotra from Modulus All, powered by an cloud network. Pi acts as a web server for uploading and transmitting sensor data on IoT platform. Custom code and operating system, a Python library and a cloud network, all are it take use Pi computer as web server. Business can easily run and control of IoT application like smart home device, weather station, agricultural design and more than Raspberry Pi. What she adds. Assessment question. Dash computer feature sets a general purpose input output pin that provide a connection to external device and therefore the development of solution. The dash pin on Raspberry Pi allow to connect status light switches analog. You can use C++ or Python to control the board to set a control device to it. So these are the two assessment questions how they can do. Thank you.